Welcome to the Short Rentals Site Builder. So I logged into the platform. I don't have any site. So let's create our first site here. Click here. And what should I provide here? At least are these first three fields. Custom domain. If you have your own custom domain, perfect. Drop that here. And you need to do some DNS setup. If you don't, we can drop the first three fields here. So the most important part is your site should have at least one listing. So I got one listing here. Going to drop the link here. The site name, I'm going to use the same title I got here. And the subdomain, let's say Mera, for example. And what happens in the background when I click on create my site, I'm going to fetch all the information about the Airbnb listing in the background. We have a couple of AI workflows that read all the information about your listing, reviews, rules, amenities, title, description, etc. And based on that, generates some unique selling points, for example, and other important information for your site to be able to engage the guest and sell your listing to them. So let's give it a 1 minute or two because it's doing all those heavy lifting in the background. It's going to take around 1 or 2 minutes. So let's give it some time, around 2 minutes, and get back here and see how the listing will look like and what other setup we have here. Great. So the listing data got fetched. As you see, I got the thumbnail, the ID, when we got updated. We can also sync that if you want to sync that. We have automated sync as well. So you have one source of truth. You add information in the Airbnb event and we pull that here. So really quickly show you other stuff we got here. Domain, you can change the subdomain of your site. Right now, if I click here, for example, I go, you see the site got created under the subdomain of Qbyte. So get all the information, amenities, for example, this is the unique selling point I was talking about, getting all the good reviews and create this review carousel for you. We have the calendar here, and for example, about your listing, description, amenities, about you, about the rules of the listing, and some call to action as well. So let's really quickly see other stuff here. So the subdomain we talked about, custom domain. If you want to add a custom domain here, do that. It gives you some DNS configuration setup instructions. Follow them to be able to set up your custom domain payments. Let's set that up right now. So it works with Stripe right now. The only payment gateway integration we got is Stripe, which works really great. I don't know if it's really necessary to have other payment gateways here. So I'm going to set that up quickly right now. Publishable key, this is my publishable key for my sandbox environment, secret key, and webhook secret signing key. So you have the instructions here. You have to go to the Stripe developer, copy and paste. By default, you get these two, publishable key and secret key. And for webhook, you need to create a new webhook with this as destination and set, I'm not sure if we got that here, yes, and set this event that you want to listen to for our webhook. So checkout session completed, you set that up and save the payment settings. Right now, we got the payment integration as well. The design part, if you want to change the theme, for example, of your site, let's set that as Bumblebee, for example, and see what change we see here. Let me go here and refresh. And you see the primary color change, some radius, border, width, etc. got changed. So we have a couple of themes. Feel free to play around with them and see how they work. The dark mode theme, font, the Google variable font that we got, adding the logo, branding of your site, header navigation, for example, if you want to add login, let's make it primary button, sign in and register, make it neutral and register. Let's save that and go to our site, refresh, and we see login register, for example. If I click on login, I go to the login page, register, I go to the register page. Perfect. Footer settings, same. Add some links, copyright notice if you have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, etc. If you know what you're doing, you can add some custom CSS as well to modify more the styling of your site. SEO stuff, to add the titles. For example, this is my villa Palmera, bookings. For SEO reasons, let me add the description here as well. Save that. It got reflected in the site. Integrations, right now, the only integration we got is Google Analytics. So you get more visual on what is going on with visiting your site, etc. Feel free to drop your Google Analytics 4 here. And guests, right now, I don't have any guests. I'm the only user here, so this should be empty. So now getting back to the listings tab, showing you really quickly how one listing works, and after that we see multiple listings. So one listing, I edit that. Feel free to take a look what fields we have here, etc. But the most important one here is the pricing. So I set that as $100 a night, and I guess I'm done here. So we get calendar, similar functionality you got. For example, you can block these, you can add discount, etc. Feel free to do that here on the calendar. I want to show you how the user workflow is here. So I refresh the page. I want to book, for example, November 1st or November 4th, confirm date. How many guests is coming from your Airbnb listing? So this listing doesn't let pets and only accept until 2 guests. So we have 2 guests. I want to reserve. I should get redirected to a Stripe page. This is sandbox environment. So I added some email of mine here, some test email, phone number, card. This will be sandbox card information, so doesn't matter. My name, some address, postal code, etc. So we use all this information to create a user for the guest in our platform. So I click on pay. If it's successful, I go to the booking success page. And what happens in the background here is we create a user, we created a booking for the user. But since the user didn't exist in the platform, we created a user, but asking the user to drop their email to be able to reset their email. So as a guest, I should use the same email I used for the payment. So I reset the password. I should receive a password, reset the email, add new password, and log in. I'm pausing and get back here when I reset my password and log in. Great. So I received the password reset email, reset my password, and I'm going to try to log in. So what should happen right now is I log into the platform and I see one upcoming reservation for me. So if I click here, I see more details, etc. So this is the functionality we got here. You can see your previous bookings and your upcoming bookings. So if I go back to the site, for example, let's go from here, going to the first page, and as you see, these dates got blocked. And if I go to the site builder here, let me refresh, and going to the listing calendar, and in November, as you see, you get the guest who booked these dates as well. There are other functionalities, features, etc., which we are not going to cover in this really quick. It's supposed to be a really quick video. So I want to show you for last thing is the multi-listing functionality. So add another listing. Let me go quickly in Airbnb, for example, and just pick a quickly any listing. Getting back here, drop that here, add listing. So you have to notice right now, again, same workflow is happening, but what it does is actually the structure of our site going to change. Right now, the site looks like this, the home page. Let me go to the home page. So it looks like this, but when this new listing pulling is done, it's going to be different. I'm going to pause again to don't make this video really long and get back. Great. So the listing got added to the platform. As you see, we see 2 listings now. So if I get back to my site and refresh the page, or actually I need to publish something here. So if I go here, save changes, site got published, and now refresh the page. As you see, now the structure changed. We have multi-listing team right now. It gives you some information about the site, what listings we got here, and collection of listings here. So if I click on one of these, for example, now you see familiar team for the list. So this was really quick demo of how the site looks like, but if you need any help or something, let us know and we get back to you as soon as possible.